Yeah?
Yeah. All right. Let's do the thing.
I didn't know you were waiting for me. I now feel special. Thank you.
Yay, the slums. Home sweet home.
I mean, this probably is my favorite area in the game, just as a nice little quaint place to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Although, Sector 6 is nice too, because Sector 6 has an instrumental of Remake's main theme. Because Remake has its own main theme that plays in the credits.
Well, that does sound cool.
Unfortunately, you'll probably have to mute it because it's a voiced song, and that usually applies kind of like Kingdom Hearts.
I'm immediately blaming Nomura, even though I don't think he's involved in this.
It's copyright people that are involved with that.
True. How's everything looking? I know we had some trouble the last few times of, like, how the game looked. Like, too much red or something.
Kinda blue today. It might just be the lighting, but it looks a little bluer than I remember.
It does definitely look blue. Is there a way to...
I have no idea.
Okay, it looks like it might actually be the PlayStation? I'll keep
Oh, so it's on your side? Like you're looking at?
No, I'm seeing the blue through Media Player. That's how you guys are seeing the game? Alright, you know what?
It's not terrible, it's just a little weird.
Fine. Alright. Come on, Cloud. Planet's dying.
Planet's dying, Cloud! So for Lynn, the story of this game is basically we're doing the original game again, but prettier, and also things keep happening that attempt to change the plot, but the plot ghosts don't like that and they stop it.
Yeah, there are Dementor-looking things that Andrew said are called Whispers that just really want things to play out the exact same way that they used to.
Like in the last part, Cloud was not going to be allowed to go on this bombing mission that we're about to go on. Because he went on it in the original game, the Whispers intervened, and they changed the situation so that Cloud had to go.
They broke someone's leg so that he could go. It was very rude.
Cloud, you've exceeded my expectations.
Well, it was clearly only a sprain because they couldn't break her leg because then she couldn't fight in the pillar scene.
True, and then she'd die.
Uh-huh.
And we can't have that.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Thank you, Chadley. God, you're creepy.
Why is he creepy?
I've never found him creepy. I've just found him kind of odd.
He's unsettling, not necessarily creepy.
Mission starts the moment.
Well, you heard the way he talks. That's basically it.
Yeah, he's a robot. It's like someone built a robot Hope from 13.
Really is just robot Hope.
Biggs is on schedule?
It's possible.
All we can do is hope.
Today really gotta be the day, huh?
Ain't no stopping this train we're on, son.
We're not on the train yet, idiot!
People risk their lives to get it rolling. Already put the word out, more is coming too. Shut them all down by today, or we shut another down for you. Ain't on us, not us.
Oh boy.
Play it cool.
Now, are you trying to prevent the stop of the eco-terrorism, or
No, we are the
You are the eco-terrorists.
Yeah.
They're shutting down reactors that are literally sucking the lifeblood out of the planet in order to turn it into electricity.
This is accurate. This is how things are going. So, we are actively the eco-terrorists.
But if you're shutting it down, wouldn't that make you the anti-eco-terrorists?
Well,
No, eco-terrorists commit acts of terrorism in the hopes that it will make the world more eco-friendly. So they're eco-terrorists because they're shutting down this thing that's very bad for the planet.
you know, all this talk about
By force.
eco-terrorists is really reminding me of the fact that my Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure 2 playthrough got, like, banned on YouTube for criminal organizations somehow.
Oh, I think it was because I said out loud the line from the end of Sonic Adventure 2, where there's a line where worldwide terrorist activities have increased. This part will probably get the same thing because I just said that.
Okay, sweet.
It's the same.
At least this way we'll figure out what it is. Or maybe it's flagged because of how many times we've said terrorism.
Worldwide terrorist activity has increased.
Let's do this with
It's like Sonic the Hedgehog has been arrested.
Yeah.
It's like, what the heck, Sonic Adventure 2?
I still think that's both one of the dumbest and funniest jokes of modern Sonic, is Amy thinking every hedgehog is Sonic except for the werehog.
Oh yeah.
That was peak. I'll give it that.
I didn't think
I really liked
discuss
the
this
animation where Sonic's complaining that he's the werehog. Amy runs up to him. Was like, "Oh, you're not Sonic," and leaves. Sonic turns to the camera. Thanks, Sega. And then, of course, the sun immediately comes up. He turns to normal Sonic, and Amy football
Glumps
tackles him.
from off screen.
Yeah.
I have no context for this.
Fair.
I mean, we literally described exactly what happens.
But
There's
like,
not really any more context to it than that.
why is he a hedgehog or whatever have you?
Cloud.
Because Sega felt like they wanted to turn Sonic into a werehog for half the game that day, so
Here
they
comes
did.
The first hurdle.
Oh boy.
Sonic's stories aren't really complex. They just do the bare minimum to achieve a reason to have hedging rolling through towns and cities and green hills.
Well, we're not blowing up yet, so that's a good sign.
Hey, would you mind keeping an eye on things the next car over? I'm worried there might be trouble.
Why's that?
Barrett's always on edge before missions, but you know he's
I feel like she
quiet.
should have just said Barrett and that was enough.
Barrett! Understandable. Have a great day.
Maybe, but I won't be until I know for sure.
Be right back.
Cloud, you're so freaking whipped.
But
I do
yes, my
not-
queen.
Ban that word. I mean, I know that there's like
So,
the actual
do you
physical
still support
act
those
with
terrorists?
a real whip, but I have a feeling that that is not what you're referring to.
Avalanche is
Basically,
a blight on Midgard.
Cloud can't say no to Tifa, and he suffers for it.
Ah.
Their bomb threat has thrown our offices into chaos, let alone the reactor itself. It's total insanity! But we won't lose heart. No! Everyone at Shinra agrees. The reactor will stay online.
Is that right?
What? You got a problem with that?
Do I have a problem with that?
Barrett.
Oh, you can bet.
He doesn't.
And this poor bastard's just never gonna get left alone by Barrett.
He somehow is on the train every time Barrett needs to take a train.
I believe in the original game, this is the same guy that gets blown away by the helicopter.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, seriously, like... at least Advent confirmed that's like a ringtone in this world. Why is there just a materia sitting here? Yoink.
Fell into somebody's pocket. It's yours now.
I have nothing more to say to you and your friend.
I kinda just saved your life, bud. You're welcome.
Alright.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, there's nothing else to explore. You just need to go back and talk to Best Girl again.
Tifa, I'm done babysitting Barrett.
Any person who's like a Clarith watching this stream is probably cringing all the time, always.
Why?
Because they
Because-
ship Cloud and the town drunk, not Cloud and Tifa.
Yeah, basically we're going to be picking all the options that Aerith doesn't like and all the options Tifa does.
I don't think I plan on 100% bullying Aerith. At least not
I mean,
as much
yeah.
as I did in the original.
Aerith is a lot better of a character in this game. Like, I actually like her in Remake. At the same time, though, she's like really pushy.
Take care of them, Cloud.
Okay,
I
sure.
wouldn't call her like thirsty like Jessie is, but all right, do try to do this as quickly as possible. Like it's hard to miss the scene, but the scene that I've been hyping up is technically missable.
Keep moving, people. Start too.
I'll give you a little hint. One thunder spell will one-shot these guys. Well, he's almost dead already, though. You'll walk a lot faster if you just...
I didn't realize there were more behind me. Triple slash really is just the murder button on these guys, isn't it?
Triple slash is just a murder button in general. It's also the key to victory against Rufus Shinra.
Oh, come on! How rude.
I mean, this is a lot more dense than what happened in the original game.
What are you doing?
That's true.
Trying to keep you alive.
I think he shot exactly enough bullets to destroy the machine and
I
didn't
don't
keep
care.
shooting the
I
cloud.
don't want anyone to die. Please.
I'll look after the others.
For someone that can suplex God, she looks way too much like a puppy.
I mean, you haven't seen Barrett take his sunglasses off yet, so... You think Tifa has like puppy dog eyes? Wait till you see Barrett.
Looks like you're right, soldier boy.
Screw this. The station will be crawling with security. We gotta jump.
Screw that.
Need to slow the train down.
Sounds like a big plan E.
Big's Plan E.
Okay, y'all watching. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna do it. Gonna show you how it's
He's
done.
talking himself into it.
Yeah, he's hyping himself up for it.
You okay?
And Q Barrett. The frick
So,
y'all doing?
yeah. Tifa shippers everywhere are just swooning.
The cloudy shippers are just like, hell yeah!
Yeah.
Alright. You ready?
Ready.
That's why I've been talking about the train roll. That scene is technically missable, but you have to be really bad at fighting the drones beforehand to miss it.
Bring it on.
Ah. I love that they're too high for me to really deal with. I suppose Braver can fix that.
Thunder spells insta-kill them from full health.
I don't have Thunder equipped on Cloud. Think
You
Barrett's
have it on
got it.
Tifa? You don't have more than one thunder spell?
Oh, Tifa's got it. So yeah, Cloud did not have
You're
it.
about to be fighting a lot of mechs, so next time you get a chance to buy one, buy a third thunder spell so Cloud can have it.
Can't you teach it to multiple people like Pokemon?
These
You can
aren't.
give it to as many people as you want, but you need enough thunder spells to share with everybody.
Yeah,
He's only got 2 thunder materia right now, so one for Barrett and one for Tifa. He needs a third one for Cloud.
like that. That was a nice and convenient vending machine that just has the power of lightning.
I've also discovered the glory of Cheat Engine that allows you to finally change your main party member outside of battle, which
Oh.
is nice.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
It's actually the only cheat I have any interest in using as well, because like all these other make yourself invincible cheats, like nah, that makes the game no fun.
Let's see.
This should have been in the game from default.
Okay, so basically, I have... You know what? That's fine. There we go. And
Nice.
now I have a lightning materia.
Now you can level it up a little bit before Airbuster. Hopefully we'll have Thunder by then. Or Thunder, I mean. And there's lots of like little stuff, hallways on the side that lead to small rooms with boxes and materia and stuff in them, so watch for those. You'll see them on the minimap.
Boop. Ooh, high potions. Already?
Yeah. High potions are going to fall behind real quick too. This game also has mega potions.
That feels weird knowing that we're still in Midgar.
Why?
Well
Hi,
done,
Hagrid.
Well done. I felt sure we had them, didn't you?
I never.
He's just Hagrid.
Survivors, these surats. Speaking of which, where's the third?
In custody, sir.
Oh, they
I feel
got
like that's
Barrett.
really
the
mean,
wild.
mean to actual
sir.
Hagrid
Right
to
away.
compare them.
I mean, the bear kind of looks similar. I mean,
Yeah, but this guy is like cartoonishly evil.
I mean, Hagrid is cartoonishly stupid. What's your point?
Always got more of a, what's the word? Naive than stupid.
Oh no, he's straight up stupid sometimes.
I think that's an insult to naive people.
Calling lightning.
There's a difference between not knowing things and then just being stupid. At least from the movies, I never got stupid. Although, yeah, he can just sometimes speak out loud and go, oh shit.
Okay.
I should
But
not
again, I
have
don't really
said
get stupid out of that and more just blundering. Like, he's definitely a little incompetent, but I don't think he's stupid.
And you still
I
get...
also might just be defending him because he's one of the characters in Harry Potter that I actually do really like a lot.
I mean, I enjoy him too. Oh, hey, it's a piece of candy.
Yeah.
He's also the only character that feels the same even in the later movies.
Yeah.
Also,
Could use some help here.
and like,
You can break that!
Should be some stairs over there.
Like, we could easily break this.
You should be able to, but instead you'll take the stairs.
why?
It's
Well,
video games.
clearly we have respect for public property. You know,
That's when.
because we're terrorists. Do terrorists not have respect for public property?
No, that's kind of their whole gig is not having respect for property.
That doesn't sound good.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, the way Tifa's hair just like turned to the corner was hilarious to me. God damn it, Cloud. God, she's really just up there. God damn it.
This calls for a song!
Be the last of them moving, right?
So, I believe this is the first time they let you control a full party member of 3 characters, so this is where they're going to really expect you to be just switching between all of them at the same time, because their bars don't move very quickly when you're not controlling them, so the best way to get your use out of all 3 characters is to be switching all the time.
It would have been a straight shot to the reactor.
Interesting.
Didn't work out. But we
I'll have
knew
to get
going
used to
in
it.
we had to have all
I know that like my first few hours in the game, it was difficult to fight the urge to just always play as the same character, but you really should just be switching constantly. You're not playing as one character, you're playing as all 3, and just playing as one character is essentially the same as having 3 characters on the field but only using Cloud spells and skipping the turns with the other 2 characters all the time.
Anyway,
Compared to Tales of Berseria, where I was exclusively Velvet.
and
Yes.
we ended up on the adjacent
Yeah, this
line,
isn't
which
Tales
should
of
take us to
Berseria,
Reactor
it's-
5.
It's a turn-based
That's
game
right.
pretending
So for
very
now,
it's
we
pretending
follow the
very
tracks.
convincingly to be an
Not
action
too
game.
far though. Need to switch to a different route before we hit the station.
All right, what's the plan?
'Cause you can bet your ass it's gonna be crawling with security, all on high alert.
Let's move.
She is really
Our
pretty.
friends in Sector 5 marked
Yep.
out, so don't worry about getting lost. It's a straight shot to
You and the
victory.
entire internet agree
All
on
we
that
gotta
front.
do
Even the
is
Clarith
tank.
people. At least as
Yeah.
far as I'm
Nothing to
aware. I
worry
don't think
about.
they
I
can...
wasn't aware
Preparations
how
for the
how
grand
bad the
finale
fighting
were
was
proceeding
until
without
I
incident. I have
followed
the
a certain
utmost
person,
confidence that
but
everything will
I've
play
heard
out
some
as
real
you
bad
intended.
takes from Aerith people since
Yes,
then.
of course.
Wait, do they seriously argue that, like, Tifa isn't a looker or something? Because that's a lie.
No, what they argue that she's a slut,
Sir,
which
analytics
no.
reports that the results fall
Absolutely
within the
not.
missile range.
She's
However,
more
the
reserved
casualty
than
rate
Aerith is. She
significantly
just wears
exceeds
sporty
previous
clothes so that she can move easily because she's a fighter.
Because, you know,
She's a
she's a
brawler.
martial artist.
Yes,
Idiot.
she
I
did.
know what your job
She
is.
couldn't wear a long
Is it to question
dress
the
like
wisdom
Aerith
of
wears.
your
That would get in the
superiors
way.
and bemoan your personal hardships?
Sir?
Huh.
You see the pretzels she
You
contorts
think I
herself
care
into while
about the
she's fighting?
casualty rate? They're pawns in a greater game. If your stock runs low, then go round up more from Sector 3 or wherever else. Use your head and bring me solutions instead of problems for a change.
I do like that you see that the soldiers aren't really fans of working for these guys. They're just doing it because what else are they gonna do?
It's so hard
Yeah.
to find good help these days.
They're kind of humanizing the
Which
soldiers.
is why the president
Yeah.
ought to count his blessings.
I mean, this guy's cartoonishly evil, but their
What would
ranks
he do
are,
without
they feel more like people.
Mhm.
Oh, so that's what they made his laugh sound like.
I feel like it needs to be more.
More over
It
the
doesn't-
top, more gyahaha.
Yeah, more kyahaha. And also kyahaha's kyaha isn't kyahaha enough.
That's kind of disappointing.
Like that?
It's a full-on Ojo laugh that we're expecting.
What it should have been.
And
It's not-
Ugh.
It's not as disappointing as Heidegger's, but it's not as good as it should have been.
Did you just, like, hesitate to make sure you didn't call him Haggard like I've been doing? God damn it.
No.
Alright, it sounded like you hesitated.
No, I had half a thought out, and then
We just
I
got
kind of
follow the nose.
loading, please wait, and then I continued.
That's fair.
We look for graffiti, then head in whichever direction its nose points. But pay attention to railway signals too. You see blue lights, you go on the right.
You do not have to worry about being hit by a train at all. Whichever side of the tracks you're running on, the other side trains will randomly show up. But like, they will never show up on the side of the track you're on. I've tested it.
You've
I literally just
actively
I
tested
spent
this?
I spent 10 minutes trying to see if I could get hit by a train just because I wanted to know if I could.
Time to fry. Golden opportunity right here. Don't stop now. Give him what's coming to him. Follow the blue lights and we'll reach the reactor.
What if we follow the random lights? Cloud, you're an idiot.
Well, the red lights would be deterred to be going back the way you came.
This is what you want.
Oh boy, more were-rats.
And murder happened.
Hell yeah!
I don't think it's murder when you're killing animals. You're really not gonna break those boxes?
Oh, are those Shinra boxes? They are, okay.
Are those not? This is like my OCD doesn't like that you're walking right past them. Twice.
No, see, I saw the pile of cardboard boxes here, so my brain just, like, mentally associated.
You gotta check.
I mean, I don't think did you get anything out of them? I didn't see anything drop.
I don't
He
think
did it.
so.
Rip.
So truly, there was no reason to smash those boxes.
They're basically RNG random drops. Just every box has a chance to have something in it.
Right.
Plot
Oh,
twist,
hey,
we find
hey.
another summon materia or something. Okay, clown.
Zip. What?
I must go. My people need me.
Deal with that.
Oh man, I really hope they fix aerial combat for part 2.
Why?
It's not terrible, but it could be a whole
Just
lot
kind of
better.
jank.
All set. Give him your all.
In local news, woman murders robots.
Come on.
More at 11.
Oh, she was on fire.
Keep it up.
Oh, that worked pretty well though. I guess they just must have an affinity for magic as well. But like, not an affinity.
Give them hell, okay?
A weakness.
It's very effective at staggering them because it's not weak to blizzard, right? It's weak to fire.
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
But blizzard did a really good job of staggering them.
You're done.
Wow, we double
It's a
staggered
win,
that guy.
but
Alright. You might have broken them in the heat of battle, but you can double check and see if you got those boxes.
That's right where Cloud decided he could fly, so nope. Ooh, pieces of candy.
Hey, can you run on the thing that's in between the tracks?
No, no.
Uh,
I don't think
oh,
so.
oh, like the part that's like higher than everything else, the raised up
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. The,
No,
like,
because there's no jump button in this game. The only time Cameron jumps is when he's automatically locked onto the enemy and Cloud just sort of flings himself up there by himself.
Yeah, sometimes Cloud just decides he wants to fly. Okay.
For the most part, this is a very grounded game, so flying enemies are always weird to fight.
At least if Barrett's here, he has gun.
Yeah. Barrett's usually the one you want to switch to when you have to deal with flying enemies, to be honest. Barrett or Aerith, they're the two that do the best at it.
I mean, Tifa seems to be decent at jumping up whenever she wants.
He's about as good as Cloud. Maybe a little better, but not much.
It knows we trust.
good thing our colleagues put up all that stamp graffiti. Without it, we'd be lost for sure.
As I mentioned earlier, there is a little dog mascot by Shinra called Stamp. And the underground has been using Stamp to hide like messages to each other.
And things on the wall.
Worked up a good sweat.
Well, Stamp actually is kind of important for some things we'll see later. Just, it's not like anything major, just know that there is a dog named Stamp and it looks like that.
Let's take a look. I already have everything on this side.
8 SP, you have enough
And-
for one.
Magic power, magic attack power when HP is high, defense when HP is high. Just
I don't like the
general-
when HP is high ones, because like then they're only effective when you're doing good.
I mean, I'm glad they decide to encourage that you do good, but
There's also ones that are only effective when you're at low HP.
so
There's
basically,
also the ones that drive me nuts the most is costs less MP when MP is full, so it's only useful for one spell.
that sounds very annoying.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of them that are just kind of, well, that doesn't sound very helpful at all.
You know, this whole aesthetic reminds me of the like crystal level up system in 13. I keep talking about 13.
This basically is the Crystarium from 13.
That's what it's called. Okay, thank you. I
Also, the stagger system that you've been using on enemies, that's ripped
Yep.
straight out of 13.
God, this is kind of making me want to replay 13.
I like Final Fantasy 13. 1.
Nothing good.
Guys,
I don't like 2, and I really wanted to like 3, but the time limit scares me.
Crawlers make themselves at home in the plate. They'd get messed up even more by the Mako.
Oh,
When you see the big spider things, they're weak to ice.
Not Mako. Shinra.
They're also dangerous.
That black and white.
First time
world.
I encountered the Queen versions,
You
it
know
killed
there's
me.
room for one more.
Uh-huh.
Think about it.
Because there's 2 levels. There's normal and there's Queen.
Ah! That's horrifying.
Ugh.
That's this.
These were in the original game, but they're a lot creepier in Remake.
Okay, need to remember to assess them.
Yes.
I got your number.
Also, like, assess soldiers a lot because there will be new ranks of the same soldier type later on in the game. So at least assess soldiers once per chapter and you'll probably be good.
Good to know.
So this right here, I tried
Ew.
to slash it with my sword and was all confused why it wasn't breaking. But no, cause it has to painstakingly pull it out instead.
And get the gunk on his hand instead of just slashing it.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
Don't overdo it.
This sounds like a horrible idea.
Especially since if the spider things are this big and they still lay spider web, that should probably like be very hard to get off.
Give him your all.
Yes.
Like these spider webs probably should be capable of catching a person.
Bingo, you're up.
I got it.
I feel like I'm doing a bit better at tagging people out.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, tagging people out can be really nice, especially when you can combo the characters together. Like set up Cloud to do something and then time it right so that Tifa could do something right after and then finish it off with Barrett firing a big old shot at him.
Yeah, my first instinct is to try to swing my sword until the triangle button shows up.
Yeah, again, that's was trying to swing my sword. I kept trying to swing my sword in it, and I never let the triangle button to show up. I was like, why isn't this working? Yeah, that was the first time I played this.
And
There you are, the Queen version. So, SS again.
Ah,
After you.
Yes, it's my turn.
I got this.
Great. Best do it right. Let's switch it up.
Alright, so these guys are powerful. You're definitely going to want to pelt it with ice spells.
I'm counting on you.
no, not barrier, blizzard. I saw the bee and I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do with my time.
Watch yourself.
Fight through it. Easy kill up. I won't give up.
I'm up for
I keep trying to figure out where the directions are. Like, I'm still getting used to that.
I believe it's like left goes down the list and right goes up the list.
Cool off. Go for it.
I mean, it's the worst thing ever when those things jump right after you fire an ice spell at it, because that means that you miss the most powerful part of the ice spell. Because the way ice works in this game is that you fire it off, it does a very minute amount of damage, but it lingers for a second, and then it explodes, and that's where most of the damage is when it explodes.
Give him your all.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Mind taking over?
All right, Queen down, I think.
It's over.
Good job!
Oh, and you got a stagger effect battle thing, so next time you see Chadley, you should get some, you can get some stuff.
Those things really creep me out.
The train's
You and me both.
real by
Oh no, we're seeing the beginning of Tifa's. Tifa's got the tough girl but scared of things that girls are typically scared of trope.
God damn it, Makoto.
And
Oh, wait until the train graveyard.
That bad, huh?
The train graveyard's like a mini horror game.
Oh no. No. We can
I
do
love
that.
it. It's my favorite area in Remake. I don't even like horror games. It's just they do it well because they do it without jump scares. It's just atmosphere.
I like that. I'm all about atmosphere.
Also, am I. I hate jump scares, but I love horror atmosphere.
Let's see. Oh, bio. I haven't thought about bio. I remember I had bio equipped for most of the original, but I barely used it.
I don't think I've ever used bio in either game. There's so many electronic enemies in this game that it's just not worth having bio taking up a slot.
It's probably more useful once you leave Midgar.
And about half the enemies that are biological enemies are immune to bio spells because they're immune to poison. Like the one biological boss that comes to mind is immune to poison. By biological, I mean like not a robot.
Right.
If that wasn't clear.
I kind of figured that.
Alright, I think this is the first time you fought a flame trooper.
Yep, I got him.
The thing with them is if you can aim for their backsides and make their tanks explode, it'll do a crap ton of damage to them.
Like that?
Yeah, like that. Get away though, because it'll hurt you too. Flamethrowers can be dangerous, but they're not too bad. Like, I've never died to one, but I have taken a bit of damage.
Try this.
Huh, he's built tough.
They're weaker from the back.
Not so fast.
I think they're the closest thing this game has to large bodies.
I understand. Translating it to Kingdom Hearts actually helped me understand what a world we live in.
So on a different subject,
Oh no.
how was your guys' Valentine's Day yesterday?
I had lunch with my mom. I guess that was fine.
I went to go see Death on the Nile. It was good.
I don't know what that is.
It's a murder mystery that just came out.
It's an Agatha Christie murder mystery.
I know exactly that's exactly as good a definition
Oh, I
as what
see.
Cameron just gave because I've never heard of an Agatha Christie.
Let's figure out where the hell we are.
Did I just kill Lynn?
Kidding. She's like
I have no idea who that person is.
There's an
she's
old
like
rail
one
yard not
people
far.
David, murder mystery writer.
Okay, but I've never ever in my life read a murder mystery.
I've
my
seen
goodness.
murder mysteries, but I've never read
We've
one.
compiled our report on Avalanche's combat
Oh my
capabilities.
goodness.
Mystery stories I read as a children were the as a child were the Boxcar Children.
The
Those are
Boxcar
my mystery
Children,
stories.
yes!
I read I think I read book 1 through 50 when I was a kid.
An enemy
Probably
spares an
same.
enemy who will repay your
God,
kindness
was...
with blood.
Does watching Scooby-Doo count?
We must crush them thoroughly and completely.
Again, not a murder mystery because nobody dies in
Shinra
Scooby-Doo.
cannot and will not settle for anything
Yes.
less.
No.
Will you?
Have you ever heard
But sir,
of
If
the
so,
play
I can
and
only
then there
assume
was
that you
none?
and your men no
No.
longer wish
Nope.
to serve in your current positions.
I like how Lynn is so offended by us not knowing things she knows, but she doesn't know
dare we not?
anything.
Yeah, she doesn't know anything about the stuff we know, and now she's offended that we don't know the things she knows.
Okay.
right
So,
now, damn it!
and then there was none, which is a different Agatha Christie story, but it's also my
Another day,
favorite
another
one.
victory. How do
Is
I do
pretty
it?
much 10 people get put
Okay, that
on
sounded almost like yahaha.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it's so slowed down and
It wasn't nearly as hammy.
it wasn't yeah. It wasn't yeah. I think I want him to be hammier. I want Ansem Seeker of Darkness and Kingdom Hearts 1 style lines out
Oh
of him.
god, yeah, just totally chew the scenery.
I want the hammiest hamminess out of Heidegger. Like, he's supposed to be the goofball villain.
Not that I hate the fact that Shinra took a loyal animal like that.
Bear's
and
just a
called
cat
it
person.
Their own self-serving.
Yes.
It sounds like he's not a cat person. He just hates the what they did with the dog.
Progress, and then you hit a wall.
Back to my topic.
You're starting to sound like Barrett.
With in the
You're starting to
play,
sound like Barrett. No.
and then there was none. Essentially, 10 people get trapped on an island, and there's a nursery
Security
rhyme
is a lot tighter
that
than I thought it
starts
would be.
If they want to stand between
with
us
like
and the rail yard,
10 little soldiers, and then each line, another one like dies or gets left off.
I thought you didn't like horror stories.
It's Agatha Christie, therefore it is the best.
People dying, all that sounds like horror to me.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, they are dying in order of the poem.
This sounds like horror. How are you
It's a
okay
poem?
with it? Yeah. No, just the concept of people taking like a nursery rhyme and then killing people to the tune of it.
Oh, okay.
Because you never actually see any of the deaths.
Bastards aren't going to get
Wouldn't be much of a
God!
mystery if you saw the death happen.
Yeah.
Unless the killer
Again,
is
those
off
are
screen.
those are very very weak to thunder. I think 2 thunder spells will kill it.
Need to just assess them before I blow them up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, and then there was none. Is there were actually 2 different endings to the book. Mostly because the people, when they were adapting it to play, decided, yeah, no, we actually need a slightly or happier ending. But Agatha Christie literally just had all 10 people die. Even left with the actual murderer wrote a note at the end of the book explaining how he did all of this, put it in a ball, and threw it in the ocean. So in case anyone would find it later, they would actually be able to figure out how all of it happened. Because they were on a secluded island, which means 2 days later, people still got caught because, you know, they were being stressed to go from the island because, you know, there's a murderer there. And they show up, and literally everyone is dead. And they have no clue how any of it happened.
Alright. Again, I don't really have any history of murder mysteries at all. Like, I have read a few mystery stories, but the whodunits were usually kept down to they stole something and they didn't want you to know they stole it and nobody died.
Oh. One of these streams, I need to get that book and have a stream of me educating you on the wonderfulness that is Agatha Christie.
God, she wants story time with Lynn stream.
See, it just doesn't sound compelling, man.
Feel the heat.
Okay,
Feel the heat.
frickin' Hades, shut up.
Won't last long.
What Square Enix games and characters saying feel the heat.
Yeah. But going back to Death on the Nile, that's actually my dad's favorite Agatha Christie book.
I really thought that, like, eventually you would say a title I've at least heard before, but you still haven't. You said she was famous as that. Maybe I've heard at least one of them, even though I haven't read it. Nope, not yet.
Have you heard of Murder on the Orient Express?
They made
Yes.
a movie.
That has a
Agatha
train in it.
Christie.
That's
Agatha
great,
Christie.
man.
Here's why I heard of it. When I was a kid, I had a game called Microsoft Train Simulator, and the Orient Express is one of the trains that you can drive in it. And in one of the missions you can do in the game, it's just murder on the Orient Express, so you're driving the train while it happens. It very
Oh my
vaguely
goodness.
explains the murder happening, but you're not focusing on it at all because you're driving the train.
That sounds kind of hilarious, actually.
It's a
Okay.
train simulator. What are you supposed to do? You're not a detective. You're driving the locomotive.
Yeah. Okay. So, Murder on the Orient Express is probably one of her most famous ones out of like 24 famous ones.
I thought this place was abandoned.
Guess not.
I think that Star Trek did something with Murder on the Orient Express once as well. Like, they had something weird with the holodeck going on where a bunch of different programs were getting squished together. And Murder on the Orient Express was one of the programs.
That's kind of funny.
The only thing Murder on the Orient Express contributed was the entire thing took place on the Orient Express. They had, like, a knight in shining armor and cowboys playing chess and
And the
train
world-
conductor that was
yes,
very picky about you having your ticket.
These benches are like overpowered as frick.
Oh, and of course they had Moriarty from Holmes.
God. Seriously,
Gotta love-
respect whoever made those benches. Like, they're made out of pure cure materia.
Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Too bad. Get ready.
We just smushed them together so each of my attacks hit both of them.
And every single one of these benches and tables is breakable. And when you break them, they're just like the weirdest kind of floppy object. Like, they have no
Oh
weight.
my
You can walk
God.
straight through them. They have no weight at all. You just walk straight through and they go flying.
Okay, that's... Why would they do this? I love it.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
It's fun in a dumb way.
So many guards.
Too many.
Oh, well, there's a sign. We clearly can't go that way.
Keep looking for faithful little Snake. He'll lead us to the passageway.
It sucks.
But yeah, Agatha Christie was a writer back in like the 1910s and through the 20s, 30s. And actually when World War II was coming around, she was in the middle of writing the series for Hercules Poirot. He's in Murder in the Orient
That's it?
Express and Death on the Nile. So they had her write the last book that she was going to put in his series
Get back!
Oh, boy.
while she was like halfway through the series.
All right, I'm sorry, but we're at a climactic point here. Really cool boss that didn't exist in the original game. Meet the Crab Warden.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite tracks in the game, by the way.
Yeah, this thing does not look familiar.
One of these days, I'm going to link the last phase's music, and I'm going to line it up with the Crab Rave music, or with the Crab Rave
It hits hard.
visuals, because like it really sounds like it would fit.
Aim for its legs. Bring it down.
Yeah. So, machine so weak to thunder, and yeah, aim for its legs.
Ooh. Yeah, so while she was like in the middle of actually writing the series, they had her write the ending, just in case, for whatever reason, if she died during the middle of World War II, they would have an ending for the series.
Write the ending first, damn it. We don't want to not know what happens.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Wow.
I think there was a plot of a MASH episode once. Winchester was reading a novel about, like, it was a mystery, and then at the end where they got to the whodunit, that page was ripped out.
Yeah.
That sounds incredibly frustrating and hilarious.
Yeah, so the whole episode, the entire camp is trying to track down this missing page, and at the end of the episode, they finally get it, and the page is basically, who do you think did it? And that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you. The entire camp's pissed. It's great.
Yeah, like they're trying to find the page, while they're also trying to figure out the answer themselves in case they can't find the page.
Oh
And they're
crap.
like, yes, this multiverse, and then they're like, yeah, no, it won't because of this.
So you've seen this episode of MASH then?
I love MASH. What are you talking about?
MASH is my favorite TV show. I love
Lynn,
it.
to be fair, it's always safer to assume you hadn't seen, like...
Yeah, I assumed you had never seen MASH. I was under the assumption you hadn't, because you never see anything I talk about. Old TV show usually means people haven't seen it, so...
Are you kidding? I see the 3D Knight Rider, the old and She-Ra, and Focus Heroes in my house right now.
Never seen Knight Rider. I've seen a few episodes of Hogan's Heroes. I don't like it nearly as much as MASH.
Hey, Hogan's Heroes is Prisoner of War, so I can understand that. You know in Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
Oh, you know...
where Star-Lord makes the comment of, you had a talking car? That's the Knight Rider series. Which means...
Oh, is this our first summon?
Yeah.
Which means inside the MCU, the Knight Rider series is canon to being there.
Oh man, it is. You haven't summoned until now. God damn.
It always feels like you should wait for, like, a boss.
Waiting for a boss. Summoning does not cost MP. If you can summon, summon.
God's dead.
At least that means that whoever summoned it, if the character dies, the summon will use their ultimate attack immediately.
It was Cloud. Cloud woke up to do a little pose and fall over dead again.
And Cloud's the one with rays, isn't he?
Yep, sure is.
What does that
God,
mean?
I love Crab Warden's music. It's so cool. It's got like a cool funk to it. Have I mentioned I like this game's soundtrack? I'm not sure I have.
Not to me yet.
Okay, well I've brought it up every part multiple times apart. Are you not gonna throw a phoenix down on Cloud?
I forgot I had this.
Shake it off,
Did she just say take it off?
Yes.
Take it, yeah.
Of course it's not it.
Yeah, final phase. Also, I believe this is the phase that I think would fit over Crab Rays.
okay? Now what?
Yeah, listen to it for a second. Like, imagine this over the Crab Rave visuals.
I can't tell if I hate you or respect you.
It works so well.
Why?
Lynn
Have you
doesn't
never
know-
seen the Crab Rave meme?
She does not know Crab Rave.
Just Google Crab Rave and watch it. It's what, like 2 minutes? Get off the tracks! Get off the tracks! It's electrifying the tracks. You're hurting yourself really bad right now. Well, Cloud avoided it. Even Parrot just got fried.
I really just rolled right into that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Look out!
Alright. I think it's either getting ready to shoot a radius or it's getting ready to... Yeah, okay, it's gonna electrocute the tracks.
Or not.
You don't have a limit, but you probably could get Tifa's, her all 3 of her ability parts up. You find Crab Ravelin?
Yes, and I'm just confused as to why.
Why not?
Why not? It's not meant to be a highbrow joke. It's just sort of crabs dancing because haha, crabs dancing.
Yeah, it's not a commentary on society, Liv. Calm down.
Oh, but didn't college teach us that everything is a function of society?
Well, they were wrong.
Sometimes there's
Pretty-
just crabs dancing.
Yeah, sometimes they're just crabs dancing.
Clear.
I mean, the internet has gained a recent weird obsession with crabs.
Sure.
Recently.
Aye, this way.
I didn't see it until the last year and a half. And I've been on Twitter for about 2 years now.
I've never been on Twitter.
You're not missing much.
You are not. You know, unless you want to get rid of that hope for humanity you have.
This won't do.
Oh, I lost that without the help of Twitter.
Sir, analytics reports that the feed went down after an anomaly was registered during the test.
An anomaly? Or an excuse for your failure to properly prepare the armor?
No, sir. All modules were confirmed fully operational. It's far more likely, given the circumstances, that the
Turns
sensors
out your
were
mecha was
overloaded.
weak to lightning. Who the frick knew?
I mean, even the Airbuster's weak to lightning, and the Airbuster's one of the harder bosses in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. That fight goes so hard.
All the
Also, like,
sensors in
without a doubt,
Section
the best
E
track in the game.
Holy crap, we've been
Inoperable.
streaming for an hour.
Yeah?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
completed a chapter.
Good job.
President.
And guess what? You still have another chapter between now and Airbuster.
Yes,
Oh god.
yes. Everything is fine, sir. Better, even. There's been a development.
We have realized that we are weak
Yes.
to lightning.
Understood, sir.
Oh,
Are we gonna do anything
oh,
about being
shit.
weak to lightning?
Nope.
No.
It's too expensive to retrofit our tech.
We know exactly where they were headed. If the armor is intact, then you'd best determine the nature of this anomaly soon.
The nature of this
If you
anomaly is
fail
we
to
kicked,
do
punched,
so,
slashed, shot, and
You
lightning
will
did to
deal
death.
with our intruders.
Also, there was this hell beast that showed up for a few seconds.
Yeah, we burned it with fire for a few seconds, yeah.
Don't
It was a very underwhelming first use of the summoning ability. If you see that summoning ability, always just use it. It can only help you.
It's because Cloud dropped. Like, otherwise it would have been cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just there's never a good reason to not summon.
The passage is beyond these shipping containers. Let's slip through them.
They can't. A summon can show up in regular battles too, but you need a small-sized summon monster for them to appear. And I don't think you have any. I think the only one that's in the base game, no DLC, is Chocomog, and you have to find that.
So, you bump into any giant robots like that in Reactor 1?
Except the bastard looked like a scorpion.
They are very animal friendly.
What would you say that last one looked like?
Huh?
Crab.
Well...
Looks dead now.
Cloud! Cloud just ruining Barrett's fun.
Yes.
You're a damn killjoy, Cloud!
Joey's dying, Cloud, and you're doing it.
Boop. Alright, everyone hop on. We did not need the shot of Barrett's ass, thank you, Square.
No, so they gave you one of Tifa's.
Now, unfortunately, we're about to enter my second to least favorite chapter in the game.
Oh.
It's not bad per se, it's just kind
so
of
you
bland
know,
in comparison to the
It's
rest of the
not gonna
game.
get any
Have we
easier.
There's
been
not even a
through-
boss at the end of it.
Have we been through your least favorite yet?
Did it ever?
No, my least favorite is it's a sewer section. You'll know it when you see it.
Oh, immediately after we get dropped in the Rancor pit?
Yeah, immediately after you fight Abzu.
Okay.
That's my least favorite chapter in the game.
I understand. I understand. Plan E.
It has a good start though, because I really like fighting Abzu. This section doesn't even have a boss, so there's no high point. It's just all... It's basically a maze.
Well,
And it's even worse if you want to get all the stuff, like the completionist that I am. Because I wanted all the stuff,
Through
damn it.
here and straight on to Reactor 5.
You make
So
it
maybe
sound
you
so
shouldn't be as picky?
But I want it!
That's
It's right there taunting me. I have to figure out how to get it.
Well,
So what's the plan?
then it's your own fault.
After playing
I didn't say it wasn't, but it's why I don't like this chapter.
Then H.
Thought E was the last.
This here is Section F.
We cut through section G and head for H.
A cargo platform in H will get us closer to the reactor. Biggs should be somewhere over there.
taking his time, huh?
Looks like the sun's going down on Midgar.
Right. Double time.
How can
Oh
you
yeah,
Didn't we leave in the morning?
With the reactor.
I think so. Yeah.
God, we've been out for a while.
Gotta love that. In the PS4 version, down there's just JPEGs.
That is correct.
They upgraded to PNGs in the PS5 version.
Let's see. Oh, I almost forgot. The crab actually had a Tifa weapon on it.
Oh yeah, you get Metal Knuckle from it, so you can learn her new ability. What is it? Overpower? Overpower is pretty decent.
What materia does she have? Lightning, ice. That should be fine, right?
Probably. Make sure you level up the weapon too, because it has AP to spend.
Oh, right. I keep... See... Holy shit, yeah. They just drop with AP.
I always go for materia orbs first, so if you see materia orbs, like check all three
Attack
areas
powers.
and look for materia orbs.
Okay. That's all
If you
attack and speed.
if you switch and don't move, the middle shows you everything that the orb has.
Enhance
Like
air.
switch orbs, but don't move.
New materia
see it
slots in here somewhere.
Yeah, there you can see a list
There.
of like everything that's there. So then that way you can look at all three of them and see if there's anything you really want from all three of them without having to painstakingly one at a time search through them.
Okay, attack power and speed. Attack power and speed. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I usually focus with attack power and speed with her. I like her to be fast and hit hard.
Tifa's just a terror on the battlefield. Let's be real.
But she's so cute.
Yes.
That terror.
And she could suplex a mountain, it's great.
Get you a girl that can do both. Isn't that just the description for Tifa?
She's both cute and can suplex a mountain. What more could you want?
Can she cook?
Not sure. I don't think they've ever had her cook.
She runs a bar. Like, I can't imagine they don't have, like, food there.
Yeah, but you only ever see her mix drinks. And she can mix drinks.
Yeah,
Very well.
She can mix drinks like no one's business, at least. So, you know, there's that.
Mixing drinks is fun.
Okay, let's give her a heal materia as well, just to be safe. So everyone has the healing and lightning.
Nice.
And a magic bench.
Make sure someone has ice because you're gonna see more of those spider guys around here.
Tifa's got it.
Alright. Other than that, yeah, healing, lightning, and ice, you're pretty much covered for this area.
Nice.
What is
There
it?
we go, Cloud.
Yeah, I was going to say, can't you just slide down?
Yeah.
Nothing but air below us.
Well, technically, Midgar is
Don't look
very
down,
far
okay?
below us.
Easy for you.
So yeah, this is where they introduced that Barrett's afraid of heights. Like, you sort of saw it a little bit when they were jumping out of the train.
Yeah. I thought that was just,
Section
you know,
G's through
not
here, huh?
wanting to jump out of a train.
Because, you know, that is terrifying.
See, they went that way, but I want to explore.
You see something?
Okay, so here's the thing. This is actually the way you're supposed to go, so by going this way, you're missing a very short cutscene.
God damn it!
Maybe the gate didn't budge because there's not enough power to spare.
Yeah, see, they're talking about the gate not budging, so you didn't see the cutscene about the gate doesn't budge because you walked the other way.
Well, that's my bad.
Needs power, I think.
There it is.
That looks more like what we need.
See, I pointed this out because I did the same thing the first time I played, and I missed that cutscene the
My
first
first
time.
instinct is to go the opposite direction. Turns out that's
Yeah.
the way we needed to go. God damn it!
This way is also a way you need to go, but it doesn't do anything until you go the other way to turn it on.
Okay, so there's not even... Aha!
I mean, there's a chest up here, but you had to come up here again later anyway.
Let me have this, man.
No. I'm going to ruin everything for you.
Yeah.
Fair.
Maybe no one uses that entrance.
I'm getting the feeling no one's coming down
Again,
here
no
for a
one
long
answered my
time.
question of how
No
do they
fake
know that it's
inspectors, huh?
nighttime now?
It's getting dark down there.
Yeah.
Are they up the earth right now?
Doesn't look good.
You can look down and see the ground. This is Midgar is basically built like a pizza over top of, like, have you ever seen like those raised pizza holders?
No.
Oh man.
Okay, imagine
It's
like,
like-
a 2-layer cake. We're in the second layer, and
Hey, guys,
the first layer is the
look at
Earth.
this. Instructions for dealing with the
Oh,
power
okay.
shortage.
Kill the lights, and we free up power for the gate and other stuff.
Sun lamps. You think these are the plate suns? The closest thing we have to the real thing.
Gotta put out a sun just to open a gate, huh?
But if we go through with it, the grounders in Sector 4 will suffer.
An hour later, sun's going out for good when we blow the reactor.
That's fair.
That's true.
I mean, in Advent
Let's
Children, natural sunlight seems to do good enough.
All these lamps. You'd
Once
think
some of the
they'd
plates
be
fall and
charged
stuff.
Maybe. If the maintenance guys or whoever were playing hook.
The
Well, one of the
lights
plates has already
are-
fallen,
Think how much Mach
and at least a good chunk of it has.
Right,
Sector
6,
7's
right?
gonna fall in
That's
about,
gotta be
yeah,
one.
plate 6 is barely
Man,
there.
Look at the size of it.
That a console I see near the top of that ladder. They, pretty tall ladder.
This
too.
isn't even that
Oh,
tall.
Okay, we'll wait down here.
Okay, Cloud.
Tall ladder.
There we go, Cloud. Oh, I need to hold it. It's clearly a very special lever.
This game does like you holding the buttons instead of pushing them.
Nighttime, motherfuckers!
Nighty night.
locking mechanisms.
People down there are like, wait, it's noon, what?
Great job, Cloud.
We just sent Sector 4 into absolute chaos.
They only turned off one of them so far.
So far.
I think there's like 6 of them, and you do have to turn all of them off. You've basically seen what this entire area is like. You just have to keep doing it.
This sounds
Next
painfully
up, Section
repetitive.
G.
Yeah, again, this
And
is
after
my
that,
second
reactor
least favorite
5.
chapter of the game. It's not like unbearably bad. It's just in comparison to the rest of the game, this is
Great.
really dull.
I'm sure those things will welcome us just as warmly as before. So, tell you what, the rot runs deep in this damn pizza.
He keeps calling it a pizza. Is he just hungry?
Maybe?
I don't know. Again, it's left a holdover from the original game because he calls it a pizza in the original game.
Jesus frick. I just realized these are egg sacks. Those are huge eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Don't mind us.
told you you're gonna see more of these spider guys.
Pushing it.
Need my help, do you? I'm counting
All
on
set.
you.
Gotcha. Give him your all.
Nice.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see. It wants us to go that way, but I want to go this way. The game and I are going to be fighting about this for
They
a
busted?
while.
Powered down is my guess.
Lucky us. am
For
I
now.
right? One less thing for us to worry about.
When we
That is
turn
one
off
thing-
the sun, the power's going to come back onto them, isn't it?
Yep. As you turn off the big lights. Yeah.
I mean, they did say for other stuff, including the gates. So, you know what? It checks out.
Yeah?
Filling the air that
Can
we gotta
we
breathe with
not
this
just
shit.
blow them up while they're
Monsters sure
turned
seem to
off?
like it.
That'd be
What's
nice.
up with that?
It's like in the tunnel.
Power would
They
still
get
be going to
twisted
them
by the
even if you
Mako,
blew them up.
But it all goes back to Shinra.
I just think that would be nice is all, you know? Let's see. There's a spot to go down there. But, aha!
Yeah, there's lots of chests and materia and stuff to find here. Also, Chocomog is hidden around here as well. I'll tell you when you get to where it's at. It's actually one of the easier missable things to find.
What's Chocomong?
It's another
It's a summon.
It summons a very fat bird to run things over, at least in the original.
No, that's Fat Chocobo. Chocomog is a normal-sized chocobo with a Moogle writing on it.
I've seen Fat Chocobo in the Chocomog summon. Is that just
In
like
Final Fantasy VII original, Fat Chocobo could occasionally appear. It was a random chance thing.
I see.
In this game, Fat Chocobo is its own summon.
Uh-huh. Jump!
I can say all the summons if you want to know them.
You okay?
Okay, when I said
Yeah.
jump, I did think you would actually have to.
Going for that material, weren't you?
So close.
So that material over there is the most annoying extra optional thing to get. I always forget how to get
It's
to
no
it.
good now.
I'm sure there's
I
another
believe
way
it's
to get
just it's either an HP up or an MP up material.
We
So
could
it's
make
good,
that
but it's
jump.
not.
there. And when we find it, we can finally snag that material.
I mean, I do feel like Cloud should be able to make that jump.
At least,
mean-
like, let Tifa hold the sword so you can jump over there and then jump back. It's not like Tifa can't carry the goddamn Buster Sword.
Yeah.
She has thrown Cloud with the force of a sonic boom.
We see her carry the Buster Sword for a very short time in this very game, so.
Ain't nothing to worry about.
Keep it together.
Yeah! Look out! Sorry, no choice.
And they always stagger exactly as they die.
God damn it. I thought Tifa would, like, completely fly over to it, but she did not.
Not quite enough. Oh man, the bitrate on Discord's going down.
Oh boy.
Keep an
You
eye
know
on
the
Twitch
best
and
way
make
to
sure
not
that it's
get
still
lost
fine.
is to believe that you're not.
What's
Still,
over
like,
there.
Isn't that from one of
like you see how I don't know if it's on your end, but you see how pixelated the video
Loves it when I
looks.
read it to him
Yeah,
before
sometimes
bedtime.
it's
Doing
fuzzy.
all the
Yeah, that
voices.
means the bitrate's going
Life in
down.
the endless maze.
Oh,
Am I right?
Okay.
I remember.
Well, that was a fun little ditty and all. Shinra boxes!
Woo! MP with Mako Shard!
Public property damage! Woo! Well, I mean, it's private property damage, technically, but you know what I mean. There really were just some enemies over there, and that was it, huh? Unless I completely missed something, and Andrew's just snickering to himself.
I don't remember. I don't like this area very well, so I always get lost in it. I only really replay this chapter when I'm playing the game from start to finish. I don't replay this chapter by itself.
What you doing here, Barrett? Oh, we're having a cutscene, okay.
We're still in G, right?
Yeah, And to reach Mako Reactor 5, we need to go through Section H.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't spot a connecting catwalk to Section H. Did you?
Well, we could always do another lap.
Go for 10, why don't you?
The only other route that I can think of would be...
Bear looks ready to punch me. Or Cloud.
Up for giving it a try? It might not work out, but it's the only idea I've got.
It's not a bad one.
So we're shooting for those giant fans way over there? Okay. At least we've got a clear landmark to guide us.
Those ventilation fans?
Keeping the plate's air clean by pushing the smog into the slums. Whole system's designed to make shit roll downhill faster.
I'll take it from here.
Oh, these guys are annoying because
Oh
they
my
can
God.
put you to sleep like that.
Wake up, Cloud.
He'll be asleep for a while. Change to someone else.
Guess it's my turn. Bring in the heat.
Guys, I thought the whole point was to switch between people constantly.
The reason
All right,
I
Cloud's finally back up.
Let's pour on the
the reason I didn't was because I wanted Cloud to be able to assess one before we killed them.
Well, you'll run into these a few times, but yeah.
Let's do that. That's that.
Thing you want to do?
Hooray, murder.
If they don't have too much HP, they're pretty easy to kill. The problem is that, like, sometimes they put you to sleep before you can.
Could be worse. Could be Frog.
Oh, don't worry, that's in this game.
Why must you do this to me?
And guess what? The enemy that can cast Frog on you is in the sewer.
I understand completely your hatred for the sewer.
What does Frog do?
It turns you
It
into
turns
a
you into a
frog.
frog.
Like, it does exactly what it says. Frog.
It says it does what it says in the tin. Frog turns you into a frog.
Hey, look! I think we can climb onto that pipe.
Sure seems that way.
Damn it.
Damn it!
I feel no fear. Yeah, no fear. No fear.
Oh, poor Barrett.
Little fear!
No fear. Little fear.
Little fear. Little fear.
Hey guys, you know, these fans are really loud and
You chickening out?
hell no. I'm just worried that your bony ass is gonna get blown off the side and shit.
I will. Barrett
know.
is the best
We
part
gotta
of this
keep
chapter.
moving.
He saves it all.
Okay
Oh
then,
my god.
follow me.
Barrett, you absolute legend.
No worse than a windy day, huh?
One with a tornado warning, maybe? Don't look at the fan, whatever you do.
Right.
Okay, but look at the fan though.
Yeah. My first
Oh.
instinct when she said that was to look at the fan. How upset would Barrett be if one of these blew his sunglasses off into the sector?
Hey, what's that behind the fan over there?
Isn't that?
Oh, Trickamug.
Hey, don't be a
Yep.
dumbass. Tifa told you not to look at the fan.
And then she proceeded to look at the fan. Excuse you, you hypocritical bitch. In reference to Barrett, not Tifa.
Then why would you choose that word?
Made it through in one
Clearly
piece.
describes a woman. There should be a
Think that took
better
couple
word
years off
to
the-
describe a guy in that situation.
I believe I have called more
not
men
really.
bitches
Couple
than I have
seconds, maybe.
women.
3 tops.
I've also called an awful lot of women bastards, so you know.
I have. Like, no, this is accurate. I have done both in the incorrect direction.
Section H is just up ahead. Slow and steady, guys.
And
What?
that's our
You
objective?
decide to
The cargo
jump off right
platform?
now.
Yeah. I'm pretty
We
sure
would
that's the
likely
one.
die.
Well,
don't-
everyone else would, but apparently Cloud would just survive that. Because
Oh.
that's basically what happens later on.
Okay, yeah, you know what? That's true, actually. I mean,
This is it.
he was dunked in
Cargo
Mako.
platform Biggs was talking
I
about.
still call bullshit on
Let's
that.
not
Like, I
keep
thought they were
moving.
going to change it somehow, but they didn't.
Mhm.
I don't care what he's dunked, and he fell from that high.
Insufficient power.
You're kidding me.
Needs 3 lights worth, looks like.
But that's
All the way back there.
all of them, isn't it?
All or nothing.
All right.
Let's regroup
So
here if we
once
get
these 3
lost.
lights are out,
Remember
you're
the
basically
H1
done with the
sign.
chapter.
Right.
So like this can be a short chapter if you don't
Let's see
get
now.
lost.
Closest light ought to be.
Good luck with not getting lost.
Gee, thanks, buddy.
By the
Also,
light of
you
these
cannot get
magnificent
Chocomog
lamps,
until all the lights
we
are
shall
off.
lead our brothers and sisters of the Undercity to a brighter future.
Is
Say what?
It's
she?
from a speech President Shinra gave, talking up the importance of the sun lamps.
I
Right,
was
the future, my ass.
expecting that
Shinra's
impression. That was
leading
kind of
us down a
hilarious.
one-way path to darkness
Yeah.
and death.
This game can be funny. I can't wait for the stair climbing scene.
Oh god.
Takes about 15 minutes to climb the stairs, and there's conversation the entire way up.
I mean, either we're a bitch and choose elevator, or we pick the stairs and laugh.
You're a coward if you pick the elevator.
No, he's right. Let's see.
Oh, this sucks!
Error. Insufficient
Give
power.
me a suicidal last stand any day. At least that have an end.
Oh god.
What?
My favorite quote from the stair climbing sequence in Remake.
No, Twitch hiccup too.
Lovely. We
Oh,
just can't
boy.
have a stream without this.
There we go.
Never.
Okay.
Not an option.
You guys see everything okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear us calling out?
Just barely.
Don't overdo it.
I got this. Watch yourself.
Taking over.
Gotta love that they basically have the got it, leave it to me. Here we go, got it, leave it to me, here we go, lines.
I mean, isn't that just definitive JRPG?
That's the best part. I'm not quoting a JRPG, I'm quoting Sonic Heroes.
Look, there's the switch.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic Heroes is a JRPG.
What's a JRPG?
Oh my god, Lynn.
JRPGs are the majority of the games that Cameron has been streaming lately. I would say Pokemon counts as a JRPG because it is Japanese and it is a role-playing game.
Yeah, Pokemon
It's
is
just a
JRPG.
very basic one.
Yeah, it's baby's first JRPG.
Well, I knew what an RPG was. It was the J that threw me off.
That just means it's from Japan.
Yeah.
Rerouting power. Please wait.
There is like a subtle difference
one
between
down.
Japanese RPGs and Western
Only 2 more
RPGs, so there's a
lights to go.
reason why we emphasize the J.
Reinitializing
Again, it's more of a subtle
encryption
difference,
prevention
but
system.
there is a noticeable difference if you're
Okay,
a fan of the genre.
Seriously, couldn't we have destroyed those before we turned them back on?
Because of us.
That would be nice.
Had to be on before they
No need
counted
to
as
fret,
enemies,
y'all.
obviously.
A few rusty mechs ain't gonna keep us from reaching the reactor.
Y'all.
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 Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
I mean, to be fair, there's no random encounters in this game. Once you kill enemies, they stay dead. So they needed a reason to respawn enemies about halfway through exploring this area.
Or they just, put a...
All done.
I mean, not
Just
is an option.
we can move this catwalk.
Yeah.
Some real exciting gameplay, moving a catwalk.
Hey! Maybe if you're playing Train Simulator, it would be.
Why did it not move on the map? That bothers me more than it should.
Which way to the next light?
If we can't make sense of this,
I don't know. I do remember when I was a kid, I was very upset that when I finally found a turntable in Train Simulator, it didn't work.
we doing this or what?
It's on you.
Need my help. Okay, let's go.
I'm waiting.
See ya.
This was like 5-year-old me. I would just open up that game and
I'm sorry,
just
are
try to
these
explore
flying
all the places
seahorses?
I hadn't been to.
I got your
Yes. Again, every enemy that was in the original game is here, and the stupid flying seahorses are also back.
Okay.
Best thing is the flying seahorses are really annoying. Because, like, they're deceptively painful.
Don't mess
All
with
of them-
seahorses.
Usually the best thing to do is to put Cloud into Punisher mode and try to counter them when they're flying at you. Because you see how they, like, boomerang themselves around the field? That'll knock them out of that animation.
that.
It's the only thing I've found that does.
I could have done that on my own.
I love having Barrett here as an option against things that just are like, nope, we're not coming down there.
Again, Barrett or Aerith being around is always best so that you have somebody to deal with ranged targets.
So is there a team setup where it's Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith?
Yes.
How does that work with the shippers?
Oh.
Oh man.
Aerith and Tifa actually really like each other in this game. Like, they enjoy each other's company. They get along well.
I know
got
there
this
was
fun little-
like tension between them in original.
They've got this fun little moment where they plan a shopping trip together.
Cute!
Doesn't Tifa teach Aerith how to hitchhike at like the end of Intergrade?
Oh yeah, in Intergrade, Tifa's teaching Aerith how to
That
hitchhike.
makes 2
Yeah.
lights down.
Meaning we've
They got
only
this
one
little
left.
scene where they like do a double high five and then
Should be able to climb down
in
from here.
unison put out their thumb for an oncoming car.
This a hole, right?
That the Sector 4 slums down there?
Huh? You want to check them out sometime? I can show you around.
We'll check them out now if we fall.
Oh, Barrett, such a source of endless
Power's
optimism.
on.
Boop.
We're really not gonna stare at that glowing thing.
Glowing thing. Son of a bitch.
I told you, this place is hell for a completionist.
Okay, we're going back.
Real son's the only one
I don't think you can even get it from over there is the worst part. I forget how to get to it, but I don't think you can get it from over there.
Oh, so I'm not even able to reach it from over there?
Yeah, again, this place is really annoying to find how to get to things. Yeah, you gotta be on the other side to get it.
Engaging countermeasures.
And this is where you just sort of give up with the completionist. And then get through the game
I
pack.
have looted this entire place before. It takes a while.
Give up?
Keep it together.
That doesn't sound like the classic JRPG mixed sword guy thing.
Like, you can live without that one in the first one you saw, but you probably should go out of your way to get Chokomog. At least.
At the very least, it would be an extra summon, and that way we don't just have clouds.
Yeah, because you're not gonna get access to Fat Chocobo and Shiva for a little while.
Oh, Shiva's in this?
Yeah.
You like that?
You're still missing Fat Chocobo, Shiva, Leviathan, and Bahamut.
Is it Shiva a Batman villain?
Shiva's an ice lady.
I think there's an assassin named Shiva in, like, Batman Arkham Origins.
Last light again.
Yes! It is, yeah.
I don't know. I only know Final Fantasy. And in Final Fantasy, Shiva's an ice-themed lady.
She's a motorcycle in 13.
An ice-themed motorcycle lady.
Or 2 ice-themed motorcycle ladies.
Yes.
How does that even work?
There are 2 ladies that turn into 1 motorcycle. By 69ing.
That is accurate. I was going to correct you, but no, that is fairly correct. God, and that's Snow Summon. What does Snow have to say about that shit?
Well, I don't. It's not like it's a persona. It didn't come from his consciousness. It's just he was the one that tamed it,
Almost done.
so he got to keep it.
It's a shame we had to wander around so much.
Well, no stamps here to guide us. No Jesse or Wedge to back us up neither.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what should we tell Biggs? I don't want him to worry.
Let's just say that Jesse's got hungover or something.
Biggs proceeds to worry more.
She ate too much pizza.
Oh no, she gets punchy when she eats too much pizza.
Why would she get punchy if she eats too much pizza?
There's a line earlier in the game where Biggs says, when she gets mad, whew, she gets punchy. So I'm just joking about, like, anything she does, she gets punchy.
The joke is she's always punchy.
Exactly.
That's her secret, Captain.
If there's no viable
Always
path,
punchy.
we'll just have to make one.
Push it all the way to the right first. You can knock those boxes down and pick them up.
Ooh. Don't mind if I yes.
What? I could have swore that was. Oh, you gotta push it up first.
Boop!
Think you can go a little further? There you go.
Oh, it's the little things. How concerned do you think Sector 4 is that, like, the lights keep going out?
Oh shit.
What?
And Sector 4 is 2 sectors away from the sector that's gonna fall, so it's probably gonna be pretty dark here for a long time.
Man, they're just having a bad series of days, aren't they?
Well, yeah, and after the events of Final Fantasy VII, they turn off the Mega Reactors, so Midgar never lights up again.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're plunging these people into eternal darkness.
I mean, you knock a few plates out, the natural sun will start showing up.
Yeah. I mean, even then, the natural sun will start showing up at least during dawn and dusk.
Easy. Don't overdo it.
Need my help, bring it home.
Let me handle this.
Okay, rude.
Again, like Cloud and having him waiting for it to attack him in counter mode works real good on these seahorse jerks.
Taking over.
Let's see. Okay, that's gone. There it is!
Yeah, I saw how that knocked him straight out of that animation.
I knocked the animation out of that boy!
Because hitting it with magic, it'll do damage, but it'll keep spinning all
go.
over the field.
Alright, let's turn off another sun.
Here goes the sun. Do 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 do.
Let's see. Aha!
How did you get Baby Shark from that? I was singing "Here Comes the Sun" wrong, and you got Baby Shark from that?
Should you be offended by that? I feel like you should be offended by that.
Offended by that.
Ooh, there's a new materia slot in here.
Piece of candy. Oh, it just made one of your material slots linked.
Oh. Well, that's less cool.
It is less cool, but when if you had two extra materia slot things, one of them would have linked it, and the other one would have made a new materia slot. So you need to do it anyway to get more materia slots.
Self-healing boosted when you have low HP. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad, because when you're self-healing, it's probably because you have low HP. So that makes sense.
Okay, allow me to hold down the button to turn this off. Sector 4 just starts screaming. We see fires down there because people are panicking.
and that makes 3.
Oh, do you know what would have been
Enough to
really
finally get our
fun
cargo
mechanic
platform
to flip
Better
that
be.
lever?
Okay,
What?
let's head on back
For you
to
to
the
hold
H1
the
side.
button and pull down on one of the like little toggly things.
Why
So
do
you-
you want to make pulling a lever a
This injury
minigame?
isn't anything serious.
Or you get to do that in the next reactor bombing mission area.
I know.
Oh, that's
Remember
actually a
that
thing.
minigame? Remember that minigame in OG? It's here again in Remake, but it's better. But also worse.
Don't know
It's
how to
better
build
because
that.
it's a better minigame, but it's worse because they make you do it 3 times.
We should look
As
for the
opposed to
H1s.
once.
Murder the boxes! Murder is always the option. Just ask Barrett. Editor's note, Barrett is not good life advice. Oh god, there's multiple of these guys.
Deal
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
So pull out the ice spells.
Give them hell.
I got this.
There you go. That's how you, cause it's really good to just have switch to Barrett, have him do his ability real quick, and then
You're up.
leave him to play as someone else for a while. That's definitely a very good strat to get used to.
that. Take the lead.
Because then you can have Barrett use an ability later. Because again, you can have characters use abilities without switching which character you're playing as.
It's on you.
About damn time.
Take it over.
It's not over yet.
Is Tifa almost dead?
Yes.
Gotta love it.
Why would you almost kill her, Cameron?
Get ready.
So mean.
Okay, I literally was trying to use a healing spell a second ago, but I got bitch slapped out of it.
Need help?
Yeah.
After you.
Yeah, I'll do it. Pick her up.
Like here's how bad this particular fight is. I've been here long enough to get a limit to use on these guys.
And Cloud's dead.
Starting to think hiring you was a mistake.
Is that impressive?
In a bad way, yes.
Shake it off, okay?
Need to heal up.
Come on, you were only killed. Shake it off.
No holding back. Now.
And Tifa has to act casual, otherwise she'd panic.
Why casual?
Let's do this.
I think you were totally killing people.
And these guys are so annoying before you have the ability Infinity's End.
Your mine.
Oh, limit!
You're out of luck. It's over. Didn't think it'd be so tough.
Well, it shouldn't be for you.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah, Parrot makes fun of you when you struggle in fights.
I mean, technically he's got a point. Cloud shouldn't have issues. He is literally a super soldier.
Those enemies are really annoying before you get Infinity's End, which is a really nice ability for Cloud. You'll get it once you get the chance to explore Wall Market. You can find Hard Edge, and Hard Edge will give it to you. And what Infinity Edge does is it costs 2
Heads up, y'all.
ATB to use, and it has a long windup. But when you've staggered an enemy and you use it on a staggered enemy, it does a crap ton of damage.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll dispatch these guys really quickly, so you just gotta stagger them and then use Infinity End.
Oh, hey!
Glowy thing.
Oh, you got here!
The piece of candy.
This is the most annoying one to get. You're still missing the one that's on top of the rafter thingy, but this is the worst one to get.
Why is it?
You're also missing Chocomog, but have you turned off all the lights yet?
Yeah, I just need to get back to the
Alright,
platform.
go back to the platform where that is, but don't get on the big platform. You want to get on a smaller elevator, and the smaller one takes you. The big one is Progress.
Ooh, we don't like progress here on CD Soundtrack.
No.
Or at least you don't want to do Progress before getting Chocomog. Chocomog can be used for smaller fights, so you'll finally have summons that can appear in the fights around here.
When do we link up with Biggs?
Soon enough. Don't you worry.
He knew we might be late, so he came up with a few ways to kill time.
We ought to reach him long before he dies aboard.
We catch him when
Biggs
he's
playing his
just
PSP right now.
Yeah! He's playing Crisis Core.
Crisis Core.
It's a PSP Final Fantasy VII
And we're
game.
back at the cargo platform.
Get ready, Mako.
Takes place before the original Final Fantasy VII.
Alright, there's the big guy, so we need to go to this
There's the
guy
little
then.
one. Yeah. I missed this the first time I played. I didn't notice this elevator was here.
Where could they be going? Embarking on an adventure
God damn it,
to
Barrett.
find some treasure?
Now, do make sure you're fully healed, not before you climb the ladder, but before you enter the locked room.
Okay, so there's a locked room, and I need to make sure I'm healed before I go in.
It's a bench, so you should, I believe, so you should be good. But I'm just like I'm really letting you know because there's a lot of enemies in that room, and you have to defeat them all.
Access maintenance terminal to complete procedure.
I freaking love benches! Oh, you know, I guess it's appropriate that the Chocobo theme is playing right here, huh?
Yeah, you're about to unlock a Chocobo. And since Chocobo riding is not a thing in Remake, this is the only way. Oh, the sword clipping through the vending machine.
Cloud just accidentally murders the vending machine.
I didn't think about that place until I didn't notice that the sword did that until now.
Does this control the fans?
Beep boop. So there's a lot of enemies in here?
Yeah, a bunch of the spider guys
We
and stuff.
stop it?
Switching ventilation system to maintenance mode.
And you have to destroy them all
Please
before you're
complete
allowed to do
the maintenance
anything.
access procedure within the designated time limit.
Man, what are we even doing?
We're getting Chocomog.
Oh shit. There's a time limit?
Kill.
Likewise.
Yep.
Take the lead.
Yeah.
Need my help, do you?
Well, you've taken several of these out, so you know how to do it. And this is the only one, but there are some smaller ones, I believe.
Keep it together.
That or I'm just remembering there was only one. It's been a while since I've gotten this, because I got the Chocomog materia, so I've not gone back in this room for a while. There's literally no reason to go back in here once you have materia.
Watch yourself.
Let's do this.
Give it all you've got.
Oh, there's turrets over there.
Oh.
Keep it up.
You got this.
All set.
Alright, well Barrett has 2 things, so you should probably have him use them. Because he can't build anything until he does.
Gonna make your eyeballs pop. This is gonna sting.
Oh, did it. So now you just gotta hurry up and activate the terminal.
Beep boop.
Alright. That wasn't too bad.
Access granted. Disengaging time lock.
Oh, that wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cut it a little close, but you did finish it first try, so that's good.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Doesn't really matter who you
This
put
is
that on
summoning
because you're going to be
material.
losing both Tifa and Barrett in the near future.
What kind of badass will pop out of this one?
Ha!
Let's see.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Usually give it to Barrett just because he seems hype about it.
He does seem pretty happy. You know what? Yeah. Here you go. There you go, buddy.
Or
Did you just gwark at me, you piece of shit?
Ark?
Orc?
That is
Oh.
apparently the sound chocobos make.
Yes, chocobos go quirk. The cat goes meow, the dog goes woof, the chocobo goes quirk. I don't see what's hard to understand about this.
Well, considering I've never heard it before, you can understand my confusion.
Cloud just continues to break that vending machine. It'd be funny if you accidentally...
Now the vending machine just... You...
Yeah, imagine if you actually break a vending machine if you clip the sword into it.
That would be hilarious.
Seems to me like it was just an oversight. That is one of the problem with current gen gaming is there's lots of weird clipping issues.
Yeah.
Like the games look very... The prettier the games get, the weirder the clipping looks when it happens. 'Cause,
God, we haven't even gotten to the reactor yet.
No.
You are almost done with this chapter.
Auxiliary power supply confirmed.
So why does this cargo lift need the power of 3 suns exactly?
Cargo platform activated.
If you want to go till
Awaiting
9:30, we
input.
could probably get to Airbuster.
Sick.
So long, underplate. I hate you too.
God dang it. Barrett
Barrett's
really,
saying
like,
what I'm thinking, so...
Yeah, Barrett really, like, made sure this wasn't completely god-awful, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wonder
Again,
what
like,
the
again,
reactor's like.
I don't think this area is just god-awful. It's just in comparison to the rest of the game, it's really bland.
Uh-huh. So of course, this is the portion of the game that I see first.
Be ready.
Well, the last section was pretty good. This is the second chapter you've watched with us.
Hear that?
I liked the first chapter. I just didn't think we needed this immediately after it. Because this is basically more of what the first chapter was.
Yeah. The bombing
Just in
mission
a
was
more
pretty
annoying
good.
place.
Raspberry Jam was pretty decent. Wandering around Sector 7 was cool.
Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
Oh yeah, for anybody who watches this in the future, I made Cameron cringe by saying that Raspberry Jam was would have been a more appropriate name somewhere else.
Take the lead.
Oh god.
What?
No, no.
I'm counting on you.
Her name is Jessie Raspberry, and eventually she dies. So I told Cameron I thought that he should have named the part she dies Raspberry Jam.
Let's do this.
Oh goodness.
It's really, I know, it's really dark.
Get ready.
But it was really funny.
I hate that Lynn agreed. That, like, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Again, weak to lightning. It's weird to me that you used Braver on it when you had lightning.
I'm paranoid about MP usage, man.
Deal with that.
Yes, it's my turn.
This isn't hard mode. You don't have to be paranoid of NP usage yet.
Coming at you hard and fast.
You're allowed to use ethers in this mode. And I don't think you've used a single one yet.
I used one a little bit ago.
All set.
Tifa really hated the screen for a second there, didn't she?
Yes.
What did you say about Italy?
Is she supposed to be Italian?
Oh god, we've already told you about the Italian Tifa meme.
Need my help, do you?
Oh boy, Tifa's got her limit. Too bad she can't reach the turrets.
Poor Tifa.
Target and jump up?
Big should be waiting for us.
No,
up
that
ahead.
makes too much
He's
sense.
probably worried sick about us.
I think that if you activated the limit, it would activate grounded and miss every hit.
Most likely. Let's see. Any boxes or chests or anything? Boxes!
Man, how did you not destroy those in the heat of battle?
Because all of the guns were over here.
But there were the big snake things. I usually destroy them fighting those.
I guess he's better at
Even
that
after
than
all
you
that
are.
fighting, no one's coming for us?
I don't know about better.
This is Shinra City.
I destroyed them just as easily as he did.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
Way too late to bail now.
It's like walking a tightrope. When you're on it, only 2 ways off.
All right, you're finally entering the
Keep
reactor.
my balance.
You'd be good at it.
I wonder.
The mutual simpage of these two.
Tifa?
It's nothing.
All right. To contrast that last chapter that I didn't like very much, I love this chapter.
Sweet.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of the game.
And Airbuster's the finale of this chapter?
Yes. So if we beat Airbuster, we'll basically end off the game with Aerith pouting that we're not talking to her.
Ha! She gets shunned.
Yeah, she wakes you up, and then if you just walk away, she starts complaining